Today we talk about Terraform state, not as a file, not as storage, but as memory, a very specific kind of memory. State exists so Terraform can remember what already happened and why it happened. Before Terraform can plan change, it must answer one quiet question. What exists because of me? Not what exists in the world, not everything that exists in the cloud. Only this: which real objects are bound to this configuration's intent? State exists to answer that question. State does not create anything. State does not change anything. State observes outcomes after actions have already occurred. Configuration expresses intent. Providers execute actions. State records results. If state disappears, infrastructure may still exist, but Terraform no longer remembers it. Terraform must remember identity, not values alone, not names alone, identity. Which declared object corresponds to which real object? Without that mapping, Terraform cannot reason about change. It can only guess. This block declares intent. The local name is awsinstance.web. That name is not infrastructure. It is a handle. Terraform uses this handle to track identity over time. After apply, Terraform writes state. State records. This handle maps to a real object, along with an opaque provider ID, observed attributes, dependency links. State is not a mirror of configuration. It is a ledger of consequences. This reference creates a dependency, not by order, not by file position, by value flow. State records that web depends on security group. This relationship survives restarts, edits, and time. Planning compares two things: desired intent from configuration, recorded reality from state. Terraform does not ask the provider first. It consults its memory of the world. Without state, there is no baseline, only speculation. Drift happens when reality changes without Terraform. State still remembers the old truth. During refresh, Terraform reconciles memory with reality. Drift is not failure. It is disagreement between memory and the world. State knows the old identity. Configuration declares a change in intent. Terraform asks, can this identity persist? If the provider says no, replacement occurs. State determines continuity, not the file. If state is lost, Terraform forgets identity. It may attempt to recreate what already exists or abandon what it once controlled. It does not destroy your tools, but it breaks your control over them. State deserves protection because control deserves continuity. Configuration defines intent. Providers execute effects. State preserves identity. State is how Terraform remembers what it is responsible for and what it is not. Without state, Terraform cannot reason. In a future lesson, we will examine how remote state changes who is allowed to remember.